Hello everyone, I am Heba Hassan from GFX Academy. Let's today start talking about Nuke Studio. What is Nuke Studio? Nuke Studio is a very lovely program. This is a high level or a top level of Nuke family that Foundry have released lately. Nuke Studio is a connection between Hero and Nuke-X. Why? Because you can edit anything inside this great software and also can comb and do whatever you want in your composition as if you are in Nuke-X. As we see here, we find here some editing tools like sequence and add this timeline, and we find here this project file, and I find here this viewer and a lot of things that we will know later in details. Also, you find here some properties of Nuke-X like Nuke Graph, Curve Editor, Drop Sheet, properties, and other new features here. So you can do your composition here and then just export it into your Nuke Studio software and finish your composition to final render and then just give it to your client. So those who deals with Hero will not find themselves as strangers. They will find Nuke Studio as a very familiar with their work. But the question is where to and when to use Nuke Studio. Should I use it in every cases? No. I can use my Nuke Studio here while doing my composition, as I said before. I can do it while doing my VFX editing. Okay. I can do it just for dealing with 3D. Of course, Nuke. And because of these features that we will know in details later of editing and reviewing your job, your work, and your VFX shots, you can review your daily sessions and at this software at Nuke Studio. So you can be sure that whatever every detail, every editing detail, everything that you really planned from the beginning that you will do in that shot has been done or not. Very easily, every day, every moment if you want. So we will know that in details for later. But in order to really benefit from this great software from Nuke Studio and don't face problems while previewing your shots, especially when dealing with long shots like 15 minutes or 10 minutes. So here at Nuke Studio you are finishing your shots. You are finishing your VFX work. So probably you will deal with some long shots like from 2-3 minutes till maybe 10 or 15 minutes, like I said. So you need really a very good hardware in order to deal with these long shots. But what is your main focus when dealing with Nuke Studio? Well, you'll need a lots of RAM. And I mean lots of RAM really. At least 64 gigabytes. I know it's too much, but it really will be great when dealing with a shot like 5 or 6 minutes, 10 minutes, and etc. For example, if you're dealing with a sequence for about 30 minutes, you will need about 6 gigarams to be cached at your memory. If you're dealing with about 60 seconds, so you'll deal with 12 gigarams. If your shot is 2 minutes length, so you will need 24 gigarams. But if it is 5 minutes, it will be about 58 gigarams. That's not my calculations, by the way. These are the most calculations of the VFX artists that are dealing with Nuke Studio every day. So it's really important to have lots of RAMs in order to be satisfied with your shots, to see your shot like real time, in order not to render it in a certain way and you really surprise it with the result after that. Second thing that you will need is your Vita. Your Vita need be like NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a really good card in order to deal with your preview and render. It's really nice one. So if you are really dealing with long shots, then you will need really to buy a workstation. Workstation will save your time, will finish your work in a very nice way. The popular workstation here, we have Dell, HP. If you could do that, you could buy Mac Pro, it will be better. So the faster, the better. In order to have that fast, you'll need really to have this requirement or this hardware requirement. Try to save your time by dealing with a very good requirements, very good hardware in order to have a good preview in your previewing here and a good render at the end of your shot. After dealing with this, after you having very good PC or laptop, then you will need to make your Nuke Studio know that you are having this much RAMs. So we will talk later about how to go to your setting right there in order to make it deal with these giga RAMs, how to tell it. Of course, I will not talk about all of these preferences or all of these settings, but I'll talk about some certain requirement here in order to make it faster, in order to make it easy when dealing with your shots, especially when it is long. Of course, sometimes that we have some shots not on your PC, and maybe it's on another one, or maybe your hardware is not doesn't have the space enough in order to contain all your clips. May I use like network in order to cache my videos and in order to use it here in Nuke Studio and finish it using this network? Yes, you can. How? We will know that in details in the next lecture. So, we know here when to use Nuke Studio. What is Nuke Studio? As you said, Nuke Studio is a connection between here and Nuke. You can use it while compositing, while VFX editing, while reviewing, even reviewing your daily sessions or reviewing your work at the end of the day, in order to be sure, in order to be corrected that you are nice. You can be use it this Nuke Studio in a team or alone by yourself. You'll know how to deal with both of them in our lecture later. We will know next more about the interface, about how to import your project files, how to deal with other files, not only compositions or scripts of Nuke, not only photos, images, clips or sounds, but also other project files or other files that came from other programs. Suppose that you have an editor that doing your film or your shot, for example using Premiere or Fusion or Hero. May I use this file? Yes, it's not a problem. So you can import this file here and just deal with this file without any problem. How? You'll know that next time. So let's finish at this point and complete at the next time. See you.